Netflix's Uglies features some excellent music that fits perfectly with the futuristic theme. The film, based on the popular YA sci-fi novel by Scott Westerfeld, is set in a dystopian, high-tech future, and this is reflected in its soundtrack. Full of techno and dubstep-inspired elements, the accompanying music in Uglies sets the tone for Tally Youngblood's world. Then, more contemporary pieces from artists like LCK, Yanaka, and more help to drive some of the movie's big moments home. Tally Youngblood, a 15-year-old eagerly awaiting her next birthday, lives in a high-tech city where everyone is required to get cosmetic surgery when they turn 16. This pretty operation makes citizens healthy and beautiful, with perfect symmetry, large glowing eyes, and flawless skin and features. Being pretty makes everyone so happy that there is no longer any need for conflict, allowing for utopian civilization. However, those still waiting for the operation are considered ugly by contrast, and their thoughts are even uglier. Of course, Tally gets caught up in a thrilling adventure in Uglies, accompanied by a great soundtrack. The primary soundtrack for Uglies was composed by Edward Shermer and contains 18 tracks intended to set the tone for Tally's city. These songs range from symphonic to techno, creating a contrast between the high-tech work in which Tally was born and the wilderness she escapes to. However, littered throughout Uglies are a handful of pop, rock, and techno tunes from varying artists, many of which debuted in the movie. Such Great Heights, by LCK, hoping to find her friend Paris, Tally stakes into New Pretty Town in Uglies, the portion of her city reserved for those who recently got the operation. The pretties here are caught up in a constant party, with fireworks, gowns, costumes, and champagne around every corner. This is the place that Tally has always dreamed of living, and her thrill as she walks through the magic is emphasized by the song Such Great Heights, by LCK, a cover recorded specifically for this moment in Uglies. Be Yourself, by KJ Gago. Tally had spent all her time in Uglyville wishing to be pretty, so she never really took the time to see what being ugly could offer her. Shay's perspective changed this. Tally's new friend taught her all about hoverboarding, an activity that pretties never took part in. As Shay and Tally rode their boards on various custom tracks, the song Be Yourself, by KJ Gago played. Overdrive, by Maggie Rogers. To reach Shay in the smoke and finally be granted her operation, Tally must travel across the wilderness. It's a harrowing journey, made even more difficult by Shay's cryptic instructions on how to reach the smoke. As Tally faced obstacles like cliffside, waterfalls, cold nights, and way too many instant meals, the infamous bag bowl, the song Overdrive, by Maggie Rogers can be heard. Seize the Power, by Yanaka. After Dr. Cable and her specials capture the Smokies and bring them back to the city, Tally and David set out on a mission to get them back. To do so, they have to break into Special Circumstances, a government building where all the city's secrets are hidden away. Of course, they needed a distraction to make this happen, so Tally convinces some tricky uglies to paint the words, "The Smoke Lives," across the sky. As they break in and eventually make their mistake, the very fitting song, Seize the Power, by Yanaka plays.